Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Boop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday, and I hope everybody had a great weekend and is having a good day. I made that face because that means my vacation is over, and I'm so going to miss sleeping in and just doing what I want during the day. But listen, happy to have a job, thankful to have a job to return to. So away to work I go tomorrow. Okay, so we are going to do, I thought that I would do like just a Sunday chat. It's not a reset or anything, because let's be honest, when you do a reset, it's usually, when other people do reset, it's like, hey, I'm gonna take you with me during the day while I get all this stuff to get ready for a brand new week. But for me, it was like, not so much. So we're just gonna do a chat. I thought, let's grab something to drink and let's have a chit and a chat. So I got just some water in my, what's this from again? It's from Asobu. So I got my Asobu full of water. In the comments, grab your drink. In the comments, let me know what you're drinking, and we are going to just have a little chit chat. So as you noticed, listen, I got my hair done yesterday. She colored the roots. She took about an inch off, shaped it up a little bit. I told her to do it straight. So there we go. And as you can see, I have some makeup on, I have earrings in, and I have some jewelry on. This is actually one of the only things that I still wear, or I still use from the single swag box, the terrible single swag box. But we're gonna get into the reason, we're gonna get into the reason now as to why I have all this on. So today, listen, this is the most important thing in this whole video. Today is Dolly's birthday. It is Dolly's birthday. She is 78 today. She said today, I feel officially am a betcha, and I feel old. But listen, if you ever see, I'm going to put a picture up of Dolly at the end. Dolly don't look 78 years old at all. Dolly's a good looking lady. If I can look half as good as my mother looks at her age, I would be honored, because my mother's a beautiful lady. My mother's a beautiful lady on the inside and on the outside. My mother's the best woman that you will ever know. Ever. Really. Truthfully. I'm not saying that because I'm her daughter. I'm saying that because it's true. She's the kindest woman, will do anything for anybody, and is just the absolute best. So in the comments, please show Dolly some love and wish her a happy birthday and many more to come. So I had said to Dolly, I said, what do you want to do for your birthday? We could go out to eat. I could cook, whatever you want to do. So she was talking to one of our family friends, and he had mentioned that he sometimes takes his mother up to D'Annunzio's restaurant up at the airport up in Latrobe. And so, and they have a brunch. They have a Sunday brunch. They have breakfast. They have breakfast items. They have dinner items, and he loves it. He says it's very good, and it's like $25.95. So she had said, well, I'll figure it out. And then she said, how about if we go there? So it takes us, we left with we should have left maybe at 10:30. Our reservation was for 11. We probably should have left at 10:30, because we got there a little bit after 11. But it wasn't too bad. It's not terrible. It's not a terrible drive. We just took Route 30 the whole way, and so it wasn't bad. Everything was so good. Wow. The thing that I'm not a fan of with buffets is two things. Number one, I always overeat, and then I feel stuffed. And I did it again today. And I also worry about the cleanliness of. Don't take this the wrong way, but sometimes I just don't trust the public on buffets and like people's cleanliness. Not the people that work there, just the people that are at the buffets with me. But this was different because everything was like covered. Like you had to actually pull the cover up. So it wasn't just out there. So everything was very good. Everything was excellent. Very, very good. And then we came home. My mom watched the Steelers. The Steelers won 28-27 over the Washington Commanders. Yay, go Steelers! And I did some coloring, which I've been doing all week. Yesterday, and that's why I did my makeup, and not that much. And I put in some jewelry. And I thought that you would have to get like really dressed up. Not really dressed up, but more dressed up. But it was at Latrobe Airport, so I didn't have to get that dressed up. Okay, so what else did I do? So yesterday I got my hair done, and I have to also say a big congratulations, a huge congratulations to ahead of time to Tony and Caitlin. They get married tomorrow, and listen, I am so excited because I'm gonna say this right now. I've never met Caitlin, but as you guys have heard me talk about Tony, I've been going to Tony for years for my hair. I trust her completely with everything concerning my hair. But other than that, other than a professional person, Tony is one of the most stand-up people I have ever met. She will help anybody. She's always offering her services to the community and just to anyone in general. She is such a great mother, and she is such a great friend, and she's just such a great everything. She's just a wonderful human, just a wonderful human being. And so her and her fiance, they are going to be getting married tomorrow. I'm so happy. Tony, if you're watching this, Tony and Caitlin, I wish you the I'm so happy, and I'm so happy for you, because just to see you guys finally make it official. I mean, you don't have to make anything official for it to be love, but I'm so happy that you're going to be getting married. And listen, I'm going to say this right now. Glad you're doing it now, so that fucker can't take it away. We're going to get into that a little bit later on. I know, it was so lovely until it turned into that. But that's what she was like. Well, we figured we should get it done now before there are changes next year that might make it not able to do it. So congratulations. And you're gonna have to now, I guess, put up with Tony's love of Nickelback. I'm sorry. So congratulations, guys. I am over the moon. I am over the moon that you're getting married. Just couldn't be happier. Could not be happier. When I go down there, it's like just the best time. It is the absolute best time, because we sit around, we talk about true crime trials that Emily D. Baker is covering, and we just laugh, we cuss, we're inappropriate, scene. It's hilarious. I love it. So, but also yesterday I found out that Miss Dorothy, one of the stylists that works there, I did not know that she lived in Texas, and she knew like Beyonce and Kelly Rowland and Tina Knowles and the dad. Yeah. I don't know if she like babysat them or what she did. Yeah. And she was like, oh yeah, I knew Beyonce and Kelly Rowland. And I was like, wait, huh? What? You what? Now listen, I like some of Beyonce's songs. I can't say that I'm like, a member of the Beehive, and I'm not a super fan. There are some songs, of hers that if they come on, they're catchy. I like some of her songs. But what brought it up was there was a woman who was there, and she was going through like I didn't know this at the time, but she was going through a very difficult divorce. She was feeling really low on herself and kind of down and depressed. So she came in to like get her hair done and feel a little better. Plus she has like some kind of like black tie event coming up, and she's going to be going to Georgia, I think. And her hair, they did her hair in like a strawberry blonde. Oh, did like a blowout. Beautiful. She looked the hair looked gorgeous. It transformed her. She was so happy. And I told her, you look so beautiful. You look gorgeous. You should go out and party. You look gorgeous. And you could see like her confidence coming back. And I said, you know what? If you go on a plane, you should get a real nice outfit. And then when you get off the plane, are you going with somebody? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, you know what then? You should have that person hold the fan, like give them a fan that blows. And when you get off the plane, so it like blows on you. So you're walking out and you're like, woo, like a Beyonce moment. Like, you know what I mean? When I say Beyonce moment, like you walk in and it's just like, I am Beyonce, like that. Whoa, what possessed me? Like I'd be like, I am Debbie C. Woo. So, and that Wander Nightmares. And then after she left, Tony was like, I should really pay you for what you did. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, and she explained how sad and down that woman was. And she said, you really helped her. I was like, oh my God. And that made me feel so good. And that's good enough to cry. And that's when Dorothy was like, I know Beyonce and Kelly Rowland. I was like, oh, hey, what? And then she told me, I was like, ooh, okay, wow. We also talked about a woman. She was like, thank God you're, you won't be here, Dorothy, when Gwen gets here. And I think her name is Tiffany, had said, hey, Tiffany, had said that she'll be there. And I said, what's up with Gwen? They were like, oh yeah, we think Gwen killed her husband. I was like, what? Holy shit. We go from I know Beyonce to, yeah, we think Gwen killed her husband. I was like, what? Shit. So it's a blast when you go down there. I love going down there because it's just like, it's a blast. It's so much fun every single time. Oh, and Dorothy also said she knew that Beyonce was gonna make it big, was gonna be a star. And I said, how'd you know? She said, because she had a big booty. She said, I knew Beyonce was gonna make it because she had a big booty. I was like, ooh, okay. Okay, so this past week, this vacation, listen, every November, every December, I take off at least a week. And I needed it. I always need a week off, But I really was thankful that I took this week off. Now, Monday I started off with getting my car inspected. Here in Pennsylvania, you gotta get it inspected every year. So mine was due at the end of November. I thought, let's just get it done. Took it in, told them, they said, is there anything else that you're hearing? I was like, I am hearing a little bit of a squeak when I hit my brakes. Just a little bit. But the way I am, if I hear anything or if I see anything, especially if I hear something, then I get real like hyper vigilant on it, like listening, like, wait a minute, is that my car? Is that somebody else's car? Is that my car? And it was my car. So I told them. And last year, my brakes were fine. And they said, your brakes are fine. And I told them this year, I said, when I made the appointment, I said, I think I'm gonna need new brakes and all that. And they said, well, we'll check it out. We'll check it out when you come in. So I checked it out. As it turned out, in the back, there was like a whole bunch of dust in the well on my brakes or something like that. And then on the front, the pads were worn out. It was an uneven wear. The brakes were okay, but there was an uneven wear. And then they took a video of all this, and then they showed me that like the brake fluid was contaminated. So that wasn't letting fluid get down to the pistons, right? Look at me, to the pistons. So it was causing like this rust. So they had to change the brake fluid, and I don't think they had said anything. They might have said something about the fuel injection in there. And so they sent me this in like a video, and I saw it on a text message, and I was like, I saw that there was something, but I didn't watch it. The guy came out, he was like, okay, we sent you a video about what's going on with your car. So did you get a chance to watch it? I was like, I saw that something came. I didn't know. Is there a video? He's like, yes, there's a video, watch it. So I watched it a couple times, and he came out and he was like, well, what do you want us to do? And I was like, well, I want you to fix it. So, cause he showed me, he's like, here's what it is here. It's going to be $1,068. What do you want us to do? I was like, fix it. I want you to fix it. I mean, I want to take care of it now before I go. And then if I don't get it fixed, then I go out and it gets worse physically and something happens. And then as it gets worse, it gets costlier. It's going to cost more to get fixed. So let's do it now. Let's get this fixed now. And listen, I'm going to tell you, in the past, I don't know that I would have been able to do that, because I was like, over $1,000, what am I going to do? But thankfully, after I paid off my car and I had this extra money, because I had $340 every month going to pay off my car payment. And a couple years ago, when I paid it off, and my father was like, listen, instead of taking that money that was going directly into paying your car payment, because my car payment, I took my car loan out from my credit union, because at the time it was the only place that would give me a loan, because my credit was so shitty. So I just set up, a savings account with them. And the money would come directly out of my paycheck, and it would go to pay off my loan. So instead of me taking out that $340, it just goes directly into my savings account with my credit union. So I haven't touched that in a little while. So now I can go in, I put it on one of my credit cards. I can call in tomorrow. I'll take out like $1,000 and I'll just pay it off. like I said, I would much rather get that done now. Meanwhile, there was a guy who, when I was waiting, there was a guy who was sitting 2 seats over from me, and they were like, "Hey, listen, the only thing that we need to do is give you a new air filter. Here's this one," and I saw it. It was filthy. And he's like, "Here it is. We really do recommend that you change it." He's like, "Well, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. How much is it going to be?" And the guy said how much. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know." And he's like, "We really would recommend it because this is the air that you breathe and it's pretty bad." Okay, well, maybe the next time, but I'll take it under consideration. I'm like, okay, well, it's your breathing. But so we got that done. Listen, I appreciate them showing that, but there was some verbiage, and there was some verbiage in that video that I didn't appreciate. And it was something along the lines of like, this could have been avoided with regular maintenance. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't like that tone, because that would make it seem like I don't take care of shit. I mean, obviously I don't take care of myself all that well, but my car? No, that's a different story. I take care of my car. So I said to the guy, not the mechanic, I said to the guy who come out and told me all this, I said, "Let me ask you, in the video, there was something mentioned about this could have been avoided with regular maintenance." It said to him, I said, "I don't know that I like that tone." He was like, I said, "What, how often should I be bringing it in?" I said, "Because listen, here's the thing. I don't drive during the week. I work from home. I don't go out Monday through Thursday. Friday, I go out, I get my coffee in the morning, and I come home. Saturday, I go out, I do my shopping, I come home. Maybe Sunday I might go out, but maybe not." He was like, "You can bring it in once a year." And I said, "Listen, I'll bring it in once a year. Unless I hear or see or smell something that doesn't seem right, then I'll bring it in." And he was like, "Yeah, that's perfect." So that's it. I don't got to see them. Fingers crossed, I don't have to see them for another year, because that just was not. So what they had to do, they had to replace the pads and rotors on the front. They had to clean up the back brake pads, and I guess that's what it was. They had to change up the brake fluid, and they had to do something with my fuel injection. So a little over $1,000 later, the guy was like, "You should really go. Oh, you have the week off? You should go shopping." I was like, this was my shopping. Didn't plan on spending $1,000. This is my shopping, because now I'm a responsible adult. So we had that. And then Thursday I went up to Walmart. I got my flu and my COVID shot. Basically because of what happened on Wednesday morning. And I'm going to tell you, I got the flu here. I got the COVID here. And this happened with the COVID shot the last time. Not the first one, the second one. The second one, I got it. And then, here's how it happened. I'll always remember what day it was. It was May 3rd. It was May 3rd, 2021. I remember that because May 3rd started off 1 o'clock in the morning with a call from Allegheny General Hospital down in Pittsburgh, where my father was. And them calling to tell us that my father had passed. So we had to go down to see my father one last time. And I then had to come home, go get my shot, my COVID shot. I then had to immediately leave there, drive back down to downtown Pittsburgh, clean out my desk because we were all coming home. So they're gonna, they were gonna redo the whole floor. So, and yeah, I walked in, the one woman that was still there, who was helping out with moving, she was like, "Hey, Debbie, oh, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, I miss you so much. You're always so much fun. You always make me laugh." And she came over a little bit later on, and she was like, "Hey," and we were talking a little bit, and she was like, "Are you okay? You don't seem to be your chipper self." I was like, "Yeah, my father had passed." And she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. When?" I was like, "Today, like this morning, at AGH." So yeah, that was how it was. But she didn't know. How would she know? How would anyone know? Because you're not going to be like, "Oh, my father passed away." It's not going to be like today. So, everything was fine. Thank God everything was fine as far as no reactions. And then the next day, because that was on a Monday, that was on a Monday. And then the next day I felt like hot shit. Like I felt like shit. I felt terrible. I felt like I had the flu. Those reactions were terrible. I mean, I had body aches, and I had a headache, and I had muscle aches, and my stomach hurt. And I was like, "Oh, great." So I got the shot on Thursday, and then I got the shot Thursday, and then this time. And then Friday, I went up to get my Walmart pickup. And on the way up there, I started feeling terrible. Like I started feeling terrible. And then by the time I got home, I was like, "Oh my God." No. Yeah, Friday. And by the time I got home, I was feeling so shitty. I had chills, body aches, my stomach hurt. I felt terrible. And Dolly said the same thing right after she got hers. She felt terrible. So, but then yesterday I felt fine. Thank God. But, so yeah. So I decided to go and get my shots because I was on TikTok and listen, I'm going to stick to the whole, we're not talking politics for the most part. I have to say something right now because this is what took me out of doing a lot of videos last week. Thank God I decided to take the day off, the week off. I needed it because Wednesday morning when I woke up and I saw the news, and I cried. I'm going to be completely honest. I cried. And I cried for half the day because I was scared. Listen, I voted the way that I voted because I just don't want a woman who's living in a red state not be able to get the care that she needs if she is pregnant, or if God forbid something happens and she needs care and it's something that is considered to be like, let's say she needs a DNC. And DNC is something that is used in an abortion. But it's also something that is used not in an abortion. And she needs it. And she's in a red state. And she has to cross state lines. And she's bleeding. I can't. I'm never going to be getting pregnant. And that's fine by me. I'm 56 years old. But I voted with other women in mind. And I just am scared for them. And I am not a pretty crier, you will see. I have friends who are gay. I have friends who are lesbians. I have friends who are trans. I have friends who are part of the LGBTQIA plus community. I'm scared for them. I'm afraid that they're going to lose their rights. I'm afraid for them. I'm afraid of what this win is going to do to embolden followers of Donald Trump. I'm afraid that it is going to, that him winning is going to send a message to members of MAGA that it's okay. You can do whatever you want and you can get away with it. It just scares me. I know the people voted on the other side because they want cheaper gas or they want cheaper groceries. I know that, but I myself, I would rather pay more for gas to make sure that everybody has the rights that they should have. That's just it. And when I saw the results, the only thing I could think of was, is this a racist nation? Is this a hateful nation? Because I get that he was pushing on cheaper groceries and cheaper gas, but his message, it wasn't of unity. It was dividing us. So I spent a lot of Wednesday crying. And I have been intermittently going back and forth. And then it turned into anger. I'm being honest. It turned into anger. Not outwardly. Just internalizing it myself. And then it turned into me just, okay, well, listen, what do we need to do? So that's why I decided to go up and get my vaccines, because if he does what he says he's going to do, then he's going to put Captain Brainworm in charge of health. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Google him. watch some videos. If he's put in charge of health, I should be put in charge of weight loss. My fat ass can't lose a dime. I'm just saying. So I went up. That's why I got it done. If I was a woman who was out there dating and who was, getting it on, I would stock up on your contraceptives like yesterday. Because when he gets in, he could very well enact the Comstock Act, which would prohibit those kind of things, contraceptives, the Plan B pill, from being sent out in the mail. Stock up now. So that's just, I know. I said we're not discussing politics. And now I'm in the, okay, well, FAFO. I guess we're gonna see what happens. The crazy thing is, like Latinos voted for him. A lot of them. And if these mass deportations come along, yikes. That's all I'm gonna say. You get popcorn, see what goes down. So, and on that note, I wanted to also share something that I bought from TikTok. Came in the perfect time. Yeah, it's an emotional support dumpster fire. Right there. Just telling you, I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. So there we go. It's gonna be a long 4 years. But I'm gonna be here. We're gonna be talking all types of reality. We're gonna be cooking. We're gonna be talking pop culture. I'm gonna be watching some more shows. I'm gonna be telling you about them. So I'm gonna be here to like I said, I want to be here. I'd always said I want this channel to be like a release, like just an escape from your everyday life, something to help you kind of just like unwind. And it's going to be that. But if I'm myself, I would be lying if I said that this week was 100% everything I wanted it to be. It wasn't. And those were my feelings. So that's me. So listen, if nobody told you yet today, let me know in the comments. What did you guys do this weekend? How was your weekend? What'd you do? What were your plans? Did you get them done? Were you productive? Great. Were you not productive? Did you relax? Even better. So listen, this video went super long. If you did make it to the end, drop, I don't know, let's say drop a coconut. Drop a coconut or a cat. Yeah, drop a coconut and a cat in the comments. I'm gonna look at them and be like, why are these people putting all these coconuts and cats out here? So with that being said, listen, if nobody told you yet today, you were loved, seen, and heard, please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world so that it comes right back at you. Please, oh, look at that. Oh no, I was gonna say, did I just cry all over my top, my pajamas? Also, please, let's take care of one another. Number one, please always be aware of your surroundings. Number two, stay safe. 3, hydrate often with water, which I didn't do. And 4, if you're in a dangerous situation, please always remember, be aware, be mindful, be aware, be smart, be safe. Dolly and I are always sending our love, our thoughts, our prayers, and all the positive energy that you could need to make it through, because you will, and I will. We're going to do it, okay? So I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.